G'day folks, having a chat about lighting. All around the world at the moment, a lot of people having problems with power, the US, Europe, all the rest of it. Expecting problems out here too. Anyway, whatever the reason, big storm or whatever, we're all going to need lighting. So what I'm trying to show is some cheap ways of doing this. We've actually got solar power and a big battery bank out the back, so we don't have that worry, but a lot of folks out there don't have the same setup. So anyway, some cheap lighting options. This is a little torch from Cheap as Chips, believe it or not. And you can also get them through the reject shop. They're about $12 or $10. They take 3 AA batteries. Use rechargeables if you can. A little basic torch in there that's not much chop as so far as torches go, but this one here is extremely bright and will light up a whole room. So that's a very effective, cheap option, and they last a good while with those cob lights. This one here is probably one of the better ones. If you can see, let me get the focus on that. It's not the brightest light I've ever had, but you can charge it up during the day and it'll last all night. Probably not good enough to read by, unless you're right next to it or right underneath it. But again, it'll last all night, light up a whole room. And again, these were $15. Here's one here, and it's got a good size solar panel, and it's got 4 18650 lithium batteries inside the case. This one, if you want bright lights, this is actually meant as a pole light or a street light. Needs to be sitting out in the sun all day to get a full charge. Can be set to motion activated or just turned on. But this thing here will light up the whole room. It'll blind you. It's bright. Got a half-tone light in there. And quite effective. There's a number of torches out there nowadays with these cob lights in them. Just turn that down a little bit. So these lights here are very, very handy. This is a torch, half flashing, and then again the cob. Now this one will last you about 6 hours and quite bright, quite good, and it's very small and very light. It's got a single 18650 lithium rechargeable in it, same as this one here, slightly bigger, but again single 18650 inside of it. These things are cheap. This one was 12, this one's $10. Now, not everybody's got the ability to charge batteries. You can get a solar battery bank, a built-in torch, not cheap. USB on the end, but what you can do is make your own. This one here is a solar recharger. Takes the 18650s, or outputs the USB, so you can recharge up your rechargeable options. So little C-type over there, USB standard over there. This one here is for doing the AA's, and I've got it in running at the moment. two triple A's in there at the moment, charging up. And put it under the light, and you can just see there's a little bit of a red glow in there, so it's getting a slight charge just off the fluoro light. Now, for just cheapy lighting inside the house, you can put these outside during the day. These are just garden lights. Bunnings had a sale and we got them for $2.50 each. So I think they're around about $4, but you can get them on sale. Stick half a dozen of these outside, and that provides enough light in your house to do it. Then we've got the old backup. This is dynamo light. It's got 3 little lithium button batteries inside of it. Crank it up, turn it on. Doesn't last a lot, but you can charge it up again. Doesn't take a lot to do that. Here's a slightly more advanced one. Got a solar cell in it, and half a day will get this thing fully charged up and run for a good half hour. But it's also got dynamo built into it. And again, 3 little LEDs in it. Quite effective. Now, another way of charging up batteries, if you've got a USB charger, is a micro generator. Got a USB connector in the front. Little handle, crank it around. Got to be careful with these things because they do break easy. In fact, I've broken a couple of them. So, may not be the best tool to get. Because everything inside is light plastic. They don't hold a charge of themselves, but they do charge up. But it's going to take you about 2 or 3 cranks to get your phone recharged. Slightly better option, if people know what they are, is a survival radio. Also with a crank on the back. Solar cell built into it. But also a very nice light in there. So we can turn the flashlight part on. Crank it up. Wind all this up for a second. Now we've got a light there. Got a flashlight out the front. And that's just in the tiny little battery on the inside. You do have spots available for more batteries, but as you can see, I've only got one little lithium battery in there. I should stick another 3 in there, but haven't, so that's why I had to crank it a little bit. Now for lighting the house, these are probably the best thing you've ever seen. That one there runs off a single 18650 rechargeable. USB connector on this end. Turn that off. Type C USB connector in there. Magnets on the back here. Comes with a couple of little 3M metal plates. Adhesive on this side. Peel it off. I've got one stuck over there on the side of the fridge here. Quite happy sitting up there. Now this thing will run for 6 hours, no dramas. On the half light it'll probably run all night, but I've actually not tested it all night. But you can recharge this thing using this, sorry, wrong one, that one, and just plug in the USB in this to charge that, and that'll charge up in half a day. So you can probably recharge 2 of these things, and they're not expensive. 10 or 12 bucks, and that'll get you one of those. Now you can buy the short one, about half the size, from Kmart for 8 bucks. I know Kmart's got regular stocks. These ones come from a specialist supply mob, but yeah, probably one of the best things that you can get. Dropping everything. Now another way to charge things up, USB battery charger. Again, plug it into your solar cell, solar charger, let it sit up, charge up batteries. These are good. These are extremely good, but you've got to make sure that you can get replacement batteries. Some of them run off a small lithium button battery, and some of them run off a flat custom battery. Don't get the one for the customs, get the ones that you can replace a battery with. Because the button battery's only got a life of around about 500 recharges. This is extremely bright. I've got one on the car key. And the idea of getting a lithium button battery is you get one of these gadgets here. So that's the positive side, that's the negative side. And you can recharge your lithium button batteries. So you can probably charge 4 of those a day using the recharge gadget. These things are dead set cheap. Again, about 10 bucks. And yeah, very easy to see. Hope that helps. Look, lighting, when you don't have it, a lot of people don't realise how important it is. But stumbling around the dark, you'll realise how important it is. And having candles is nice, having hurricane lanterns is nice, but for a protracted period of time. Something that doesn't smoke, doesn't fume, you don't need fuel for, and something that you can recharge nice and easy. I like these. These use 2 18650s in the battery pack at the back. I've used these things for years, but make life so much easier. And if the light goes out, we'll all be camping. So, wish you well. Take care. Good luck. Anyone may need it. Cheers.